Hey guys, so today in math we are still going to be working on subtraction problems, and we're going to look at some different types of problems today, like word problems and equations, and we're going to be using our subtraction skills to be working on them. Alright, so our first problem, I really want you guys to remember these steps that we talked about one Friday as steps to work out and solve word problems. Those are going to be really important in helping you to figure out how to solve these word problems. So let's start with the first one. We're going to read the problem. Walmart has 6,685 iPhones in stock. 2,438 are on the shelves. The rest are in the stockroom. How many iPhones does Walmart have in the stockroom? So I've read my problem. Now let's find the question and underline it. The question is, how many iPhones does Walmart have in the stockroom? Okay, that's my question. My next piece is to write a sentence frame. Now guys, a sentence frame is what you're going to use to answer the question. So just like if I said, how old are you? You would say, I am blank years old. You're going to do the same thing with the question. How many iPhones does Walmart have in the stockroom? Well, we're going to say, Walmart has, I'm going to put a blank since we don't know the answer yet, iPhones in the stock room. So you'll notice I just took the question and kind of reworded it and made it a sentence. So Walmart has blank iPhones in the stock room. Notice I was very specific. I didn't just say Walmart has blank iPhones. Alright, so I've written my sentence frame. Look, I've already done 3 steps. The next one is to circle the important information. I'm going to circle it in another color so you can see it. So I want to find the important information that's really going to be what I need to solve the problem. Well, I noticed that Walmart has 6,685 iPhones. That's an important piece of information. That tells me how many they have total. The next one, it says that 2,438 are on the shelf. So that tells me where they are. That's important. The rest are in the stockroom. Well, that is important for me to know, right? The rest of the iPhones are in the stockroom. So we have our total amount. We have the amount that are in the shelves, and then the rest, it just says the rest are in the stockrooms. So that's my important information because the only thing I have left is my question. Last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a picture to help me solve it. So if I know in general, Walmart in general, they have 6,685 iPhones total. That's how many they have in all. So if this is how many they have in all, I'll draw this box around it. I'm going to think down here, I'm going to look, and I'm going to draw myself a box to represent how many they have on the shelves. So 2,438. I know that's got to be less than this because 2,000 is less than 6,000. So I'm going to draw a box that's a little bit smaller, right? And that box is going to represent how many are on the shelves. I'm going to write SH for shelves. And that one has 2,438 on the shelves. What says how many iPhones does Walmart have in the stockroom? Well, if I know that this right here represents shelves and this whole up here represents the stock, all of Walmart as a whole, what's left right here has to represent the stockroom, right? Because that's what's left, is what's left in the stockroom. So this is where I'm going to put my question mark, right? So I'm just trying to figure out what's missing here. So this number plus this number are going to give me this total of 6,685. So in order to figure out what's left, I need to take my biggest number, which is 6,685, and I need to take away, don't forget to make that sign, 2,438. So 2,438. Be very careful and make sure that you line your numbers up, otherwise you're going to get confused and you might get the answer wrong. So then I'm going to just do basic subtraction that we've been working on all this week and last week. So 5 minus 8, I know I can't do that. So I'm going to come over and fair trade from my neighbor. And I'm going to do this in a different color. I'm going to fair trade from my neighbor and leave them with 7 and bring this 1 over here. So instead of having 5 here, I have 15. So then I can do 15 minus 8. That makes sense. So I know that leaves me with 7. Now I can go to my tens. I have 7 and I take away 3. I should be able to do that. That's 4. I have 6 and I take away 4. That leaves me with 2. Bring my comma down, and then 6 minus 2, that equals 4. So when the question says how many iPhones does Walmart have in the stockroom, Walmart has 4,247 iPhones in the stockroom. Notice I plug it back into my sentence frame. That also tells me, guys, that this number right here equals 4,247. And we could even go back and double check our work. If we did 4,247 plus 6,685, when we add those together, we should get, oh, I'm so sorry. Nope, you don't want to add those together. You want to add it together to this number of what's in the shelves, plus 2,438. When we add those together, we should get 6,685 because that's how many Walmart has in total. So if we add 8 and 7, we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we have 15. 40 plus 30 is really 70. Oh, I might have to bring this up a little bit. 200 and 400 is really 600. And 4,000 and 2,000 is 8,000. And this is getting really small. So this would equal, all those would be 5. 7 plus 1 would be 8. 6 plus 0 would be 6. And 4 plus 2, we said that was 6, so that was a 6 here. So we get the same answer. We get that 6,685. So we know we did our math right. This right here was just checking our work. That's just to check, okay? To actually solve the problem, we did subtraction, but to check it, we did addition to make sure that it all added up to the same thing again. All right. This next problem is another type of problem we may do, and it's kind of like a word problem, except it's just asking you to subtract, right? It says, what is the difference between 9,721 and 5,543? I don't want you to be tripped up or be confused by the fact that it says, what is the difference? What is the difference is always going to tell us to subtract, okay? So I'm going to do 9,721 minus 5,543. Notice again, I lined up my numbers very carefully so that they were on one underneath each other. That way they're lined up and I don't do anything wrong. So then, guys, we're just going to solve. So I can't do 1 take away 3. I don't have enough to take away. So I'm going to borrow from my neighbor, take 1 from them. And again, I'm going to do this in a different color. I'm going to take 1 from them, leaving her with just 1. And then I'm going to bring that 1 over here. And remember, you can also just do this by writing another 1 beside it if you don't want to mark it out. Either way is perfectly fine. So I'm going to do 11 minus 3. So that will leave us with 8. Our 10s say 1 minus 4. Can I do that? No, I can't do that. So I'm going to borrow from my next neighbor and leave them with 6 and fair trade over here. So now I'm doing 11 minus 4. 11 minus 4 should give us 7. Now in my hundreds place, I have 6 minus 5. Well, that one's easy. That would be 1. Bring my comma down. 9 minus 5 equals 4. So my final answer should be 4,178. I don't want you to get confused when it says what is the difference between. Guys, that always just means to subtract. All right, let's try the next one. All right, this next problem is going to be a type that's going to look confusing at first if you're not paying attention. So it looks like it's going to be an addition problem, but it's actually not. It's 16,463 plus a blank here, which means we don't know what this number is yet, equals 25,456. So we have this blank number here that we're trying to figure out, and we're saying that this number plus this mystery one is going to give us this total over here. So in order to figure out the mystery number, we actually have to do the opposite of adding. It says adding right there, but we have to do the opposite of that to be able to figure out this missing number. And the opposite of adding is subtracting. So you may be thinking, well, which number do I subtract from the other? Well, we learned the other day that we always subtract the bigger number on top and then the smaller number on bottom. So between 16,000 and 25,000, 25 is bigger. So I'm going to put that one on top. 25,456, and I'm going to take away the smaller number, which is 16,463. And so I've set up my problem now. Notice I made sure to put my mark so that I knew I was subtracting and I didn't make a mistake. And now I'm going to start subtracting. 6 minus 3 in my ones place, because I always start with my ones place right here. Always. Okay. 6 minus 3, that's easy. It's 3. 5 minus 6. Well, I can't do that. I can't take 6 away from 5. So I've got to borrow from my neighbor, leave them with 3, and fair trade this over here, this 10 over here. So 15 minus 6 is really now what I'm doing. So that would be 9. 3 minus 4, I can't do that either, can I? So I've got to fair trade again and borrow from my neighbor again. So I'm going to take 1 away from my neighbor, leaving them with 4, and I'm going to bring that 10 over here to make this 13. So 13 minus 4 is what I need to do now. So if you can't do that, you'll just count up 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That also equals 9. I'm going to bring down my comma. 4 minus 6, can't do that either. So I'm going to borrow again from my neighbor, leave them with 1, and bring that 14 over here. So I have 14 minus 6 now. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That leaves us with 8. All right, and then I have 1 minus 1 in my 10,000ths place. And I know that equals 0, but I also know that that doesn't look like a real number right now, so I don't have to put that 0 there. So our final answer would be 8,993. That is what would actually go in this blank up here. So we could fill that one back in. 8,993 would be our final answer there. Alright guys, so this is what we're doing today, all different types of subtraction, and we're just working on being able to figure out what the question is asking us to do, and that just means that we have to pay very close attention to what we're doing and to what the question is asking us.